everybody, welcome back to another episode of Last Day on Survival. Today we return, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic day of the most amazing variety that only gets more fan-freaking-tastic from here on out. And today, boom, we got some amazingness to go over. So without further ado, let's dive in. Vigilante earlier today, a member of the Kafir team, did post in today's under development section. We show you a whole set of assistants capitalized, meaning that that's probably the feature name that we're seeing over here. Work on the assistants is in progress now, but it's too early to reveal where and how they will be used. But taking away some context clues from these assistants, we're actually able to deduce a couple of pretty dope things. So let's go over the first one over here, which is some sort of a camp module, which has been unpacked. This is going to be the common theme throughout this. On the left side, we are going to be seeing what the unpacked versions of this module slash assistant are going to look like, and this one is called the camp module. And then also on the right hand side, I want you guys to notice one very kind of defining trait about its like packed up version, and that is that little like strap that kind of looks like a backpack strap, because as we continue going throughout these, every single module in its packed up version is actually what appears to be some sort of a backpack, and then in its unpacked version is some sort of a workstation or placeable object. So just the name of this, the camp module over here on the left, makes it seem that it's going to be most likely used to establish some sort of a camp. So the question comes in, what type of a camp could this be? And from this first one, it's actually pointing towards potentially being something that could be utilized in conjunction with the outpost. As you guys know, the outpost is a very dope feature that is being worked on. Honestly, probably one of my top 3 most excited for updates, up there with the multiplayer update that is coming up next pretty much, and then the ATV slash swamp update out in the west that's going to add in a whole ton of crazy things. But this camp module is, at least from the name of it, and kind of like, as we know, the outpost is going to kind of serve as a second type of base. This could kind of be like how we initially set up an outpost, where we have to like put down this camp module, and that's how we actually establish our camp. Or, and there's gonna be more reasoning for this as we continue going over the rest of these, potentially this could be some sort of a multiplayer camp that we're able to establish past the wall, since this isn't called an outpost module necessarily. So maybe it's just a little bit of slight difference in terminology, or maybe camps are going to be entirely different. And as we're gonna go over here in a couple of these next photos, the variety that we're seeing here could be leading towards something like that. But the reason that multiplayer, and this being some sort of a multiplayer camp that you could establish being a possibility as well, are because Kafir has said in the past that they do want co-op building to be a thing that you can actually work upon. And as we have found out, everything past Sector 7 is pretty much going to be the multiplayer section of the game, and everything on our side of Sector 7, where our base is going to be restricted to single player. At least that is what that's the latest we've heard from Kafir. That is subject to change, but so far that's what we know. And using that knowledge, this could potentially be something of the sort shaping up. Boom. And then here we're seeing the next one. Check it out on the right, keeping up with the theme of being some sort of a backpack that you could strap. And then on the left, we are seeing what this bad boy is looking like unpacked. It is the drilling rig in its unpacked version. So what could this drilling rig be used for? Well, funnily enough, there was actually some stuff in Sector 7 before kind of having to do with drills. There's actually like the pump jack, which is kind of like a giant drill into the ground to extract oil, and a very giant rig, so to speak. And then there was also the drill within our clan base. And given the fact that, like I'm saying, this could be shaping up towards being some sort of a multiplayer camp base building type area, having a drill kind of seems in line, considering the fact that there is that drill over in our clan base. So potentially we'll be able to like make above ground camps or something and bring these out. And as we are going over more and more of these backpacks, I wonder if you'll actually need to go out with a couple of your buddies, each of you guys wearing a different one of these backpacks, and establishing a camp and setting up all these different modules, such as the camp module to kind of like set up the base initially, the drilling rig to be able to most likely mine for important resources, potentially that titanium, since we do know that titanium is going to be a very important resource that is likely going to be found within the dark zones of Sector 7 from information that we found out earlier into this week. So definitely some cool stuff going over there. But this is likely going to be some sort of a very advanced mining mechanism we'll be able to set up, and it does have a battery, so maybe we'll need to hook that up to the camp module and find some way to power all of this. Or maybe again, this is going to be something we can set up into that massive outpost update, is going to be able to potentially mine some sort of a resource in a more of an automated fashion, because these after all are called assistants, meaning that they're going to be assisting us in some way, shape, form, or fashion, and potentially in some sort of an automated fashion, since I mean, this rig could just very well, given the fact it's battery power, just kind of, you know, go mining on itself. Boom! Next up over here, it definitely goes with that automation type of thing. And again, on the right, we are seeing yet another backpack, furthering the fact that either we're gonna need to find these backpacks and bring them one by one, or with the whole multiplayer camp idea that I'm tossing out there, it could be that you need to go out with the group. Everyone needs a different backpack and you guys will establish a base camp. But this appears to be some sort of a drone that is going to be able to deliver things, which is already absolutely insane. So maybe we'll be able to deliver things in between like multiplayer camps, for example, if that is where this is going to come in handy. Or in the case where this is set up in a single player outpost, potentially this is how we're going to be able to move resources far distances, maybe transport stuff back to our base with the help of this, wherever we decide to set this up. But regardless, this is looking really cool and kind of has like some sort of a whole shipping aspect to it, which is definitely new. And then boom, here we are seeing a packed turret. We have never seen this before. We have seen the turret. It is possible to be set up in base, but that's where this gets kind of interesting, because if we just needed a turret, well, we could just build it using the base building system. So it appears that this is going to be a turret within some sort of an entirely new context, one that we might be able to potentially set up anywhere, because again, it's going to be on our back. It's going to be in the form of a backpack that we could then choose to deploy potentially at some sort of a multiplayer camp like we've been saying, or maybe we'll be able to find these backpacks, bring them back to our outpost, and then set up our defenses. And maybe the outpost won't be as traditional base building, and maybe it'll require you kind of like finding these backpacks and in a way kind of like modules, which is kind of like what they are serving to do. But whatever it is, this is definitely looking interesting and does have me like very divided between these two potential things it could be, whether that be some form of an outpost over here that we are seeing like all these different modules and things we'll be able to incorporate into it, or given the huge variety of backpacks, potentially we need to get all these backpacks together, go out and set up a multiplayer camp somewhere within Sector 7, utilizing all of these things, and with each module expanding the capabilities of our camp, turrets adding defenses, shipping adding the ability to maybe like have those drones fly resources back like to the other side of Sector 7, since it's a giant wall, so flying over the wall kind of makes sense. And then being able to extract rare resources from past Sector 7 and using the camp module to initially set up that camp where we would kind of like base all this activity around. So that's kind of the two main ideas that I'm seeing coming to fruition from this. Let me know what you guys think regarding it though, because I definitely think that there is some dope stuff to be thought of from all of this. Let me know what y'all think, which way you guys are leaning. If you guys maybe have an entirely new idea that you want to toss out there, whatever it be, I am definitely open to hearing it, because this is looking like it's going to be absolutely redonkulous. And speaking of redonkulous, we have an absolutely redonkulous raid to go ahead and start preparing for today. Shouts out to the 2C4 that we have helping us out, because I believe we might have a good English is hard. We might have a bit of a pretty good raid on our hands, comrades. So let's just start preparing ourselves over here. And this, for the most part, is going to be what we are bringing along with us for this raid, because for the most part, we do want to use a lot of silenced weapons, but I have a pretty much almost broken shotgun that will make a little bit of noise, but we'll be able to make some pretty good damage to the horde attacking us as we continue making noise, and obviously access to a ton of level 1 hatchets that we want to go ahead and craft on up. Like I'm saying, let me know what you guys think regarding this in that comment section down below. If you guys have maybe an entirely new idea around how this might be going, but given kind of what we know about the outpost and what we know about Sector 7 and the type of stuff that we could expect past there, like for example that rare titanium resource that I'm just saying, dude, being able to mine that and bring all these backpacks in the context of multiplayer with, you know, a clan or like a squad, whatever it might be, it makes sense to have multiple backpacks. Just a lot of factors are kind of going towards both things. I'm kind of 50-50 on it, so let me know your guys' thoughts. I'd love to hear maybe your guys' justifications, why you think it might be one way, why you think it might be the other, or maybe even potentially why it might be an entirely new type of idea, because this is looking absolutely dope to be able to like establish a base with like these modules. And that's the thing too, some of the images had very interesting names. Like that first image was called the camp module, the second one was the drilling rig, the third one was the shipping module, and the third one was the turret. So you know, they just had like that word module. It's just kind of like it makes me think that things are going to be very modular, which means you can kind of like expand them piece by piece, so to speak. But like I'm saying, go ahead and let me know what you guys think about it in that comment section down below. And reminder that that comment is going to put you 1/3 of the way into we get $12 I choose such place, store, gift card, giveaway. All you gotta do as well is make sure to like button, make sure subscribed. That will enter you in on today's video. Y'all can go ahead and enter in on every single last day on Earth video. When Saturday rolls around, we'll pick a random video for the past week, pick a random comment from that random video, and that will be the winner for the week, and we'll kick off a new weekly giveaway that exact same Saturday as well. So make sure you stay tuned with that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest and greatest of last day on Earth information. And I think I know where we got to break into today. We're gonna be going knock knock, hello, it's all gonna be a party o'clock. And we also have this furnace that I might be tempted to break, and an almost broken down radio over here. But make sure that notification bell is hit, because that's a great way to stay up to date with every single video that y'all can enter on for that weekly giveaway. Not to mention all the other dope survival games going up on the channel as well, and the latest and greatest of last day on Earth info. As soon as more info comes out, we're always spreading it, we're always breaking it down, we're connecting the dots to give us the best look at the future updates as humanly possible. Not to mention, as soon as those future updates do come out, we're diving into them and showcasing every single aspect of them, regardless of how hard that might be to do. Boom, baby. All right, sorry, I just, dude, I can't see a C4 explosion and not yell boom. Something about it just ain't right. Also, we are going to want to break into the second section of this base as well. I believe that should unlock the entirety of this base, if I am not mistaken. But as soon as any type of new update comes out, we're always checking it out ASAP. We're showing off every single thing that it has to offer. New weapons, new locations with this multiplayer update coming up very soon. Oh, we're going to be doing every single new multiplayer thing imaginable. I think it's supposed to like be adding quests from what they were saying before. A lot of cool stuff coming, not to mention whenever we get to the bottom of this like drilling rig modular camp stuff. Oh, there will be plenty of that coming as well. So hopefully you guys stay tuned, because I cannot wait for all of this stuff to drop. It is shaping up to be absolutely insane, lads. But all right, let's go ahead and shape these dudes up and just kind of get a conga line going over here, and then get a little bit of shotgun rain going over there. And there we go. We got one shotgun blast out of that, but that saved us a significant amount of bullets. So now we should be able to use the rest of our two pistols here, and that should get us to where we're trying to go. And where are we trying to go? Well, inside the base, but there's zombies currently trying to stop us from where we're trying to go. So, you know, there's obstacles and whatnot that we got to get through. But if I'm not mistaken, I actually did a little bit of research into this base. And in case you guys don't know how to research a base, it's like one of the best things you could do. It helps you kind of find, for the most part, like good strategies of breaking down bases, best ways to attack them, chests that you should probably try and loot, like this bad boy right over here. Hello, aluminium and steel. Aren't you a sight for dope eyes? And I don't know. I don't really think we need light bulbs, but yeah, thank you for the light bulbs. If I ever need some, I'll let you know, game. Let's just go ahead and patrol the perimeter, and nothing much else over there. But this raid is only going to get sweeter and sweeter, baby, because just wait until you see what we got in store. And I think some of these chests should actually be pretty good. So let's start breaking into these bad boys and seeing what they have to offer. Come on, baby. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy. Give me the goods. Let's freaking go. This is the chest that I thought it was, and those are the zombies that I was expecting. So let's dipski doodle on out of here. Take these dudes out one by one. Oh, mama, we got an angry horde of them. And just trying to make sure that we're keeping separated from the big boys, since we could pretty easily outrun them. And honestly, if we want to save some pistol durability, we could just go ahead and do this raid the extra efficient way. And by that, I mean run around the base, have the zombies run into the spikes for us, and have the base itself do the killing of the zombies. Because as much as I love killing zombies, getting their EXP, I also, the hoarder inside of me, absolutely loves keeping the durability on these bad boys. So that other dude already dropped dead. Oh, never mind. Those guys were just kind of lagging behind a little bit. So I just want to use the spikes a little bit, because I wasn't sure if I was going to have enough pistol ammo if we didn't have like some extra damage being done to them. So that's why I brought the shotgun and a couple of other things. But dude, Shmello, let's go and store some of these valuables into where they belong, because we have, I mean, 8 slots of very good stuff between the precious metals and the other stuff, so pretty good stuff. But yeah, also sorry that today's video is going to be a little bit on the shorter side, guys. Hopefully I can get it out before I have to go, because your boy has a stat midterm. Yeah, I have a midterm. I've been studying like crazy for it, so sorry if today's video is a little bit on the shorter side. I'm going to try to get 7 days to die out today as well, but just a little bit of a heads up over there that I'm kind of in like super full hard mode cramming, because like, dude, it's a train wreck, because I have another test on Saturday. Yeah, that's right. I literally have a test on Saturday too. Don't ask how that's possible, but it is. All right, that's not how Mafia works, but apparently it's how Mafia works over here, where I live and where I go to school. So, cross your fingers for Papa Star. For this test, for these upcoming tests, just wish me the best, but you guys know that we had to get some fan-freaking-tastic rating done before we began those shenanigans, and that is exactly what your lads and lassies are seeing firsthand. So, hopefully you guys are enjoying the video and this amazing raid we managed. Ooh, baby. To get onto our hands, and we're gonna continue breaking through some things and hopefully finding some more good stuff, because I think for the most part this room tends to have really good stuff. I just know that exterior area, you guys can see that there's, ooh, shiny. There's like a lot of chests in this base, but for the most part I think we're doing a pretty good job picking and choosing which ones we should be breaking into. Okay, that one's kind of meh, could be better, could be worse, but I'm just crossing my fingers. Come on, baby, can I get like one more? Not gonna lie, charcoal, not too shabby. Zombies I gotta deal with, pretty shabby. Get out of here, dudes. I don't want any more damage being done to me, all right? That is no fun. Come on, fast biter. Get your bootay over here, and I'll get some bullets into that bootay over there. Yeah, though, I mean, wish me the best, guys. I'm really sorry that does result in a little bit of a video on the shorter side today, and hopefully I can still get a second video out after the midterm itself, but it's just, ow! I hate getting stabbed through walls. That freaking, those spikes are hacking, bro. Those spikes are hacking. It's just unfortunate. Midterm season is always the worst, and these honestly, like, these past 2 weeks have just been an absolute train wreck. I've had so many tests and quizzes and just like big assignments due. It's like, yo, did you people coordinate to have all the hardest stuff due at the same time? Because that's exactly, I'm getting some evil plotting, some evil villain masterminds. I'm getting that vibe behind this situation. They're all just plotting to make it as absolutely difficult as possible. And alright, nothing much over there, so let's just try and break through. But let's try to organize our inventory a little bit. We haven't had to use another medikit yet. I kind of expected us to maybe have to use one, but we've been pretty good just kind of sustaining ourselves off the food. So that is good. I'm going to put away some of those. We're going to use the rest of these hatchets and just try to like weaken. Why don't we go for like the rest of the chests in here? So let's hit these bad boys with 1, 2, and 3 chops. Let's make sure that they do not break. Instead, we just want to bring all of these chests as close to breaking as humanly possible. Why don't we see what this has within it too? Like maybe we'll find some copper in there. That'd be pretty cool. And then we're gonna continue swinging until 1, 2, 3, until that like second to last hatchet's maybe like halfway. I think that's a pretty good place to be at. So it's, yeah, okay, so it's right around there. Boys and girls, lads and lassies, wish me luck, because the big one shenanigans are about to begin. Oh my god, did he literally spawn right there? He literally spawned. You're evil, big one. You are evil. Really just spawning right on top of me? Alright, though, I got a plan to maybe help ourselves out. So the problem is that this base is not as big as some of the bases I have come across. So, if we do this trick where we kind of like have the big one run around the base, we do come into the problem where there's not as much base to run around as potentially what could have been. I'm just going to go ahead and use that first aid kit now to free up an inventory slot. We still got a couple more things to break into, and we still got some more resources to utilize, but we should be respawning at the southern edge of the base, and we gotta go, sprint. Oh no, okay, we ain't got no sprint. Forgot about that. Forgot that we started sprinting. Okay, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna try to take out his little minions here, right? Actually, I'm gonna hit you, big one. Boop! With the slow-mo. Beautiful. Dude, I forgot about that. We still got these pistols. At least like this one over here. Okay, never mind. We did it. Oh, I should have... You know, I just realized I should have saved the one with the slow-mo ability for, especially the big one. And I should have been using these, like, loud versions. God dang it, man. To take down his minions. You know why that threw me off? I'm so used to not using loud guns mainly during raids. It always throws me off, because at the end, it's like, wait a minute. Big one's already here. Making more noise, that literally doesn't matter. Not 1 inch, not 1 iota. But that does free up another inventory slot as well. Definitely, dude, I don't know. It's gonna start getting risky. Let's definitely grab... I'm gonna want to grab that, like, freaking electronic circuit. Let's get to running, because he is not gonna be waiting. Did I already pick up the, oh, hello, let's definitely grab those. Hello, big one, I see you coming, big boy. I'll grab some of those in. Hey, Savannah, oh my god. I didn't bring a SWAT armor for once. I kind of was expecting to maybe find some SWAT armor during today's raid, because usually when we have a good raid on our hands, there is SWAT armor somewhere. Maybe we just didn't break into the right place, but there was, ow, no SWAT armor today. So we're gonna get him as close to the edge as possible. We're gonna do this one more time, maybe. I think at the very least we could try to break into more stuff, but it's getting to be a risky business, lads. I say we just try to ditch those 2 hatchets, pick up 3 slots worth of stuff, and get out of here. Ooh, especially because our SWAT armor is kind of taking a beating as well. And the thing is, because we're wearing mainly military armor, that does put us in the not so good predicament where how do I word this? He's doing a lot more damage a lot quicker, which means we're gonna come a lot closer to the state where we like die instantly than we would have maybe otherwise wanted. So let's pick up those things over there, and okay, I don't know how much damage he's doing, but I'm just not risking it. See ya, big one. Thank you for nothing, big one. I'm sorry. You're not a cool dude. All right, you are. I know I'm usually a fan-freaking-tastic guy. I hate to say this, but big one, you are not a cool guy. Ugh. Dude, I could hear the big one just oofing from over here. But thank you, Danny013, for the hospitality. Screw you, big one. And let's go and actually try to maybe get like a frag grenade or something really quickly from the motel, and that one box that we could always, not one box, but one door that we could always pop on open. Might as well be a little bit efficient. But that's actually gonna go ahead and start wrapping it up for this episode of Last Day on Earth Survival. Can't wait to hear what y'all gotta say in that comment section down below regarding those modules and stuff that we were going over today, because those are seriously looking pretty freaking hype, and like they might be part of a pretty big system, which is like, ho ho ho. It has my interest peaked, comrades, and I like when my interest peaks. But can't wait to hear what y'all gotta say. Best of luck in that $25 iTunes / whoop. Hold on, we gotta go ahead and urinate a little bit. Spread the vitamin P, baby. Best of luck to you guys in that $25 iTunes / Play Store gift card giveaway. Best of luck in the Chopper Gas Tank and joining the Chopper Squadron. Best of luck breeding your pup. Again, the True Friend perk. Level up your own perks and skills. Not to mention finding the very best blueprints and building up the very best attachments for the very best weapons that you got. Best of luck building up your base, going out on the dopest of raids, defeating all the bosses that the game has to throw at you, getting past the multiplayer wall, and most important of all, having yourselves an absolutely fan-freaking-tastic time all throughout. And hopefully you guys are wishing me a little bit of luck in popping open this bad boy over here at the end, and maybe, goodbye to you, fast biter, a granata awaits me. Come on, dude, this closet's been really good to us. No whammy, no whammy, no whammy, no whammy, give me the granata. Let's freaking go. Always a happy sight for my eyes. Our inventory is a little bit full, so Beans, I'm not betraying you. I'll come back for you. But that's gonna do it for me. Thank you guys a whole ton for watching. Have yourselves an awesome one. I'll talk to you next one. See ya.